Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Cheese and Trees here. Back at it again with another Icarus YouTube video, and today we are playing a new mission to the Week 26 update, Rendezvous Recovery. However, that's not going to be the main focus of this video. While this mission was extremely fun and a unique addition to the game, the new Larkwell Martinez bow and arrows made a greater impression on me this week. The new compound bow that can be found in the workshop is now the strongest bow in the game, and the addition of the 4 new arrows just makes it that much deadlier. In this prospect, I'll be testing out the new bow and arrows so I can give my fair analysis by the end of the video of what I think of the new items. For this video, I'll be including chapters to mark when I'm working on the mission progression and when I'm testing the new items, just in case you only care about one or the other. Thank you for joining me on another Icarus journey, and enjoy the video. Alright guys, we're going to try and finish this mission, but before we do that, I want to talk about this bow. This Larkwell Martinez compound bow, plus 125% projectile damage, and then all the other stuff the base bow has. Let's see, base bow. Plus 1 ammo capacity, plus 300 rate fire per minute, and 0.7 seconds to reload. That's all the same. But the 125% projectile damage, I do want to point out, the tier 4 compound bow only has 100% projectile damage. So, this is extremely good right here. Very useful tool to have from the workshop. Very extremely good addition to the workshop. I love it, and I'll probably be using it a lot. That being said, we are going to test out the arrows. I didn't have enough money for the regular arrows, but I got the ballistic arrows, the taser arrows, and the bleed arrows. So we're going to test all those out today. Real quick, the arrows that I didn't get are basically like the composite arrows. I think they're like 96 to like 101 projectile damage or something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly what it was, excuse me, I have the hiccups. But yeah, but I'll show them on the screen. And yeah, anyway, we're gonna go do this mission if it doesn't keep storming every 5 seconds. And while we're doing the mission, we're gonna test out the new arrows, and I'll let you know what I think about them. So let's get doing that. I'm gonna try and test these arrows on bears. See what I mean, man? Well, let's wait out this storm and then we'll go do the mission. Alright, let's go while we can. As I was trying to say... Oh! Never mind. Let me just kill this guy. Didn't see him. Anyway, too bad I got surprised by that bear, because I'm going to test these new arrows out on bears. One thing I do want to note is I think that the bleed arrows will do better on slower enemies with larger amounts of health, like crocodiles and scorpions. But I really don't think I'm going to see any crocodiles or scorpions this prospect, so I'm going to test all these arrows out on bears, just for consistency as well. And we'll see how they all do. Meanwhile, I'm going to head toward the objective and get this mission done. This is why I'm not testing on polar bears. This is why I'm not testing on polar bears. Might test the taser arrows on polar bears, maybe. See if they actually slow them down enough. Alright, I've decided we're going to use these taser arrows on polar bears. We'll see how that works.
Mammoths. And a polar bear. Ooh, polar bear. Alright, I'm gonna use this taser arrow on him. I'm gonna shoot him first because I'm scared. But this taser arrow right here, an arrow that can slow its target for 4 seconds, so it's only going to slow him for 4 seconds, dealing 40 to 120 damage over that period of time. So it's going to deal 28 to 30 projectile damage, and then 40 to 120 over 4 extra seconds. So it's really not going to do much damage, but it is going to slow him down for a little bit. So let's see how it works. Let's get him to come after me. Oh. Come on. Here, let me reload this. Ooh, it worked. Oh, it works.
That's pretty cool. Does it have a 100% chance to rate? Yeah, it does. Okay. That was fun. That one works pretty well. I would say that one's pretty good for polar bears and pretty much anything that's strong and faster than you. It'll slow it down for you. Now, I did say that these bleed arrows right here would be good for scorpions and crocodiles, but I did not think of mammoths. Now, I know mammoths aren't the strongest enemies in the game, but I think that they will work very well on them, so I'm going to try and use these bleed arrows on this mammoth and see how that works.
Data says this is the area, but now it's up to you.
It's up to me.
Looks like someone's come to say hello.
Hello.
Take it to him.
I'm trying. He doesn't want to fight me. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I missed. He's bleeding. Oh, hi. He's still bleeding. He's a strong boy. Only got a few bleed arrows left. Let's shoot him a couple times. Oh. Now let's create some distance. Yeah, fight the mammoth, Mr. Polar Bear. There you go. Huh. I don't think they're supposed to do that, but I'll take it.
go polar bear. Go polar bear, go. Alright, now the polar bear is going to come after me.
That was brutal.
That was... Polar bear helped, you know? So that wasn't too bad. So yeah, is that a cave? I need to head to this cave. Alright, now that the storm is nearing an end, we can go collect a terraforming sample from the supply pod, which is the next step in the mission. But before we do so, I want to talk about those bleed arrows, because I never really talked about them before I used them, but they only have a 50% chance to break, whereas the Tazer ones and the Ballistic ones are at 100%. They do 61 to 65 damage, which isn't too bad, and they do 3 to 7 damage per second for 30 seconds each. So they're kind of similar to poison arrows in the way that they just do damage over time. That mammoth was actually a pretty good demonstration on that. It probably didn't look like it was doing too much to its health, but that mammoth had a lot of health. I was shooting it in the head a bunch of times, and it would barely go down, and the polar bear was even helping me take it down, and it took forever. So the bleed arrows did actually help a little bit. They'd definitely be a lot better on, like, crocodiles and scorpions, like I was saying earlier. But, yeah, they're pretty good arrows. And now we'll have to use the ballistic arrows on something next. Alright, let's go get this. Oh. Alright, I got the sample.
I guess that's what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking for. Okay, to your drop ship. So I gotta go here. Is that it? Is that all I gotta do? I'm gonna skin this boy. Oh, that's right, I forgot to make an iron knife, because I couldn't bring a knife from the workshop because I brought all these arrows. But it's all good, because I like arrow testing. Well, you gotta take the stable terraforming sample to my dropship. Oh no. Whew. It was unstable, but I stabilized it. Alright, I made it back with the stable terraforming sample.
Okay,
Mission
that's
complete.
it. You did it.
I did it. I never
Icarus
used...
is a wild place, but
Hold on.
it ain't got nothing on you.
Ain't got nothing on me.
got ambitions. So you'll be looking real good to them right now.
Alright, well anyway, what I was saying was I never used the ballistic arrows on anything. I never found anything good to use them on. So I'm gonna go look for something good to use them on before I leave. Like a bear or a pack of crocodiles or something. I don't know. Looking for something good. There he is. Alright. We're gonna get this crocodile right here. Oh, there's two of them. Yes, I wanted to get two of them chasing me at the same time. Like right next to each other. Nice, okay. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten my arrows ready. Alright. Ballistic arrows. Alright. Is it hitting the other one? Can't tell. It should be. Should be hitting both of them. I gotta get next to each other. Yeah. Get next to each other. There you go. Those are pretty fun. Yeah, I was trying to put them in groups because the ballistic arrows, they explode and do 200 damage in a 5-meter radius in addition to the initial hit. So, yeah, I was trying to initiate that on the dual crocodiles. Let me hide in this rock real quick, get away from the storm. Oh, there's a bear. That bear looks stuck. We should help him. Is he still stuck? I really just wanted to do that. Oh my god, that was so good.
Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for this video. By the way, I'm sorry that I was complaining so much about the storms. It seems like there was a storm every 5 minutes in the prospect and I was just getting a little annoyed. But anyway, as I said earlier in the video, the new Larkwell Martinez compound bow is the new strongest bow in the game and I will be using it in many prospects. The bleed arrows aren't bad, they're not great. They don't bring much more to the table than the poison arrows or the cave worm arrows. They have the same damage over time effect. The ballistic arrows might be the most useless of the new arrows, but also the most fun and satisfying to use. I never really saw any damage indicator from the explosions until I blew myself up with the bear in that instance, so I'm not sure how effective they actually are, but they are really fun to use and blow other animals up and stuff. The Tazer arrows are a huge addition to the game. In my opinion, they are the best arrows added in this update. The ability to slow down enemies that are faster than you can give you a huge advantage and can save your life when you're in a tough spot. I know I didn't use the regular Larkwell Martinez arrow in this prospect, but with them being so similar to the composite arrows, I can confidently say that they would be a very strong arrow to start a prospect off. And honestly, they're better than any of the arrows that were in the workshop previous to this week's update, so take that for what you will. Slap that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments section what your favorite addition to the Week 26 update was. Subscribe to the channel for more Icarus gameplay, and I will see you guys in the next video.